What's up everybody, it's Luigi here at the Bread Lab. I had several requests for the recipe that we're going to do today. It's one of my favorites. It's honey whole wheat. So let's get started. Oh yeah! It's 24 hours later. The autolyse is ready to go. You can take a look at it's grown a little bit and it's developed. So at this point we're going to add our salt and our yeast. You can do it by hand. Today I'm going to be using a mixer. So you're going to take your autolyse out, put it in the mixer. What I like to do is poke a little hole, punch a little hole, put my salt in, fold it over so it does not touch the yeast. Next, I'll put my yeast in, sprinkle it over the top, add my hook, and I'll start mixing at a low speed for about just over 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so it's been roughly 2 minutes. Now you're going to go to high speed. At this point, if you feel that your dough is not soft enough, you can slowly add some water to it to your liking. I like the way mine is right now, so we're going to mix at high speed for another 3 to 4 minutes. We'll be right back when the dough is complete. Okay, so it's been about almost 4 minutes. The dough is slapping the sides of the bowl, and the bowl is completely clean. That's a good indication that your bread is ready, your dough is ready. So we're going to stop it and go to the next step. Okay, dough is ready. Flour your working surface. Take your dough out of the mix. And you'll see that it has a nice silky texture. It's a little sticky. That looks great. You can do the window test. You can see how the gluten has developed. That's fantastic. Okay, so from here, I'm just going to put a little flour on top, and we're just going to let it sit for about 10 minutes. And we'll be back for the next step, to shape and divide. And we're back to divide. I forgot to mention that I do cover it with a tea towel. So let's put that aside. So what you'll do now is kind of make it a rectangle or square shape where you can divide it evenly. This recipe heats two loaves, roughly about 700 grams each. If you have a scale, great, just divide it in two. If not, just use your eye and you'll get pretty close. So, add a little some flour to my work surface, and I'm just going to make 2 round shapes. Now, I'll do one here, so you just fold over, push with your hands, push with your hands, turn it over. You'll find this dough it's going to be colder because it was in the fridge, and it will feel a little weaker to you right now. Again, so you're just basically using your thumbs and the heels of your palms, and you're just pushing slightly, getting a little firmness into the dough. That's one. Push, push, rotate it, pull it over, push, push, rotate it, push, push, rotate it, push, push, and you have two. So we've divided it. We're going to cover it again with the tea towel. And we're going to let that sit for probably another 10 or 15 minutes. And then we'll come back and we'll shape one into a round loaf and one into a long loaf. Okay, it's been just over 15 minutes. And we're ready to shape at this point. If you're trying this recipe for the first time, I would recommend to do this process twice, as you may find, if you find your dough is a little slack or it's falling, reshape them again and wait the 15 minutes just to give the dough a little bit more power. Even a third time if your dough is too slack. Okay, so moving on to shaping. So what I do is I use a tea towel as a couche. I flour it. Flour my surface a little bit. And we're going to make one a round loaf. So it's push over, down, same routine. Push with your thumbs and the palms of your hands. Rotate, push, push, rotate, push, push, until you have something like that. Another way to do it is I do it with one hand. I'm pushing with the palm of my hand, using my palm and thumb and guiding with my fingers to roll it back. In slow motion if I can. Okay. There's one. The next one we'll do is a loaf. Okay, so pull over, press down, again, thumbs in the heels of your palm, bring it over, push down, and just shape it out. There you go. Put it on the couche, I cover it, and then I'll put my oven light on and leave it in the oven for roughly, I'm going to say roughly about 30 minutes, and we'll come back and it will be ready to pan, score, and bake. Okay, and we're back. The bread was proofing in the oven with the light on for just over 30 minutes. I took it out. I preheated my oven at 450. And I put one Dutch oven and one ceramic pot in there to heat up. So the oven's reached. Now we're going to score the bread before putting it in the Dutch oven. So gently take it off, put it on. And by the way, to know if your bread's ready to bake, just give it a little push. And if it comes back and has just a little indent, you're good to go. If it comes back and it recovers fully, it's probably a little overproofed. If it doesn't come back at all, you still need to proof it. Okay, so now we're going to give a little dusting of flour. And I'm going to use a bread lame to cut the bread. You can use any sharp object, a knife, a blade, whatever you have on hand. So I'm just going to make one long cut here, and here I'm going to make a star cut. So across. And we'll make it look a little fancier and give it a little nudge. Okay. Into the oven we go. And we're getting ready to put it to the oven. I'll start with the round Dutch oven. People always ask how I get the crust. I use a Dutch oven. My oven is over 25 years old. I come over, grab, drop it in, give it a little spray, one's back on, back in the oven. For the next one, drop it in, give it a little spray, into the oven. We are going to bake for 20 minutes at 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Then we'll remove the lid and bake for another 3 to 5 minutes more based on the color. See you when it comes out of the oven. Okay, the bread's out of the oven. It looks absolutely gorgeous. It smells fantastic. Unfortunately, I can't cut into it. These two are accounted for. I'll give you a good look at what they look like. Now, you can use this. It's amazing with sandwiches or soup. We make old school peanut butter PBJ sandwiches with them, or Nutella. It toasts fantastic. I'm sure you're going to love it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time. Oh yeah!